Retreat is my favorite thing to do in the world for myself. I think it's this time that you can walk away from the world, work on something, and then come back to the world with something changed within you. And it's a very unique opportunity. I remember as a child, I think as a teenager in a fast-paced studies and exams and all of that, I felt like life was like a train and I wish it stopped at some point, just so that I could catch a breath. And it never stopped, and it never stopped. And then I found meditation. It was the first time that I felt, oh, this is stopping the train. I stopped the train. I don't have to wait for anyone to stop the train. And then retreat is the next level. It's like, this is really stopping time. And so you come to retreat, you do your work, you stop that time, and then you come back in a different version of yourself. And if it's just changed a little bit, it's enough to go back to the world and feel recharged. Well-being in this kind of retreats are so important for queer people for several reasons. I think the first one is because we should be able to show up to spaces with the fullness of who we are. The word is holistic, right? We bring everything and we look at everything and we don't separate, oh, I'm doing a study only with my analytical brain and analyze like we do in school. No, I'm bringing my heart, I'm bringing my soul, I'm bringing my emotions, I'm bringing my history, I'm bringing all of my feelings. And so there is a specific set of experiences that people bring when they identify with a queer identity. And not all of them are the same. I'm not generalizing in that sense, but there is a set of common experiences that they can bring. They bring into the space and they find commonality in the stories of other people. And that is such a special thing that makes people feel instantly safe in the space, instantly trusting. And it's not about trusting the other that is important, it's about that you trust others so much that you can go deep in yourself. The tendency with minorities very often is that the struggle is so overpowering the conversation. And the struggle is so present depending what's happening, in the world at that time, but there's always something happening. And there's such a focus on what's painful, what needs to change, and the fight, and what needs to move forward. And that is very important. I'm not saying it's not. What I'm saying is we need spaces to recalibrate, to rebalance, to show ourselves that beauty also belongs to us, that resting, that recuperating, that taking care of each other, that being surrounded by beautiful things, by comfortable things, by restfulness, and all of that is also queerness. Not only the fight is queerness, not only survival is queerness, but everything else, the good food, the good laughter, the good moments, the beauty around you is also you. That's why I think it's so fundamental to actually go to spaces that instantly say that to you, to your subconscious mind. They say, I belong here. I belong around beauty. I belong around calmness, around nature, and around things that make me feel good. I think that's primordial for everyone, but it is primordial to those collectives who are the most suppressed in the system of society that we live in.